Hello lovely people, welcome to a week of joyful dressing, sponsored by June's Journey, in which I take my normal clothes and then turn the volume up to max extravagance in an effort to calm my troubled soul because the world. My regular clothing style is what you might call fancy. So fancy that I'm often asked whether I'm going to a wedding, even at 3 PM on Tuesday in the supermarket in what I'd consider to be an everyday dress.
Clearly, I love any excuse for a breathtaking vintage moment. And if you find you're craving an injection of fabulousness to your relaxation, then let me suggest a favourite of mine. Mobile game June's Journey. If you've been watching the channel for a while, then you've definitely seen me talk about June's Journey before. I loved introducing one of my favourite games to you the last time they sponsored a video, and now they're back. I am just so excited to be introducing more of you to this really great game. No, I'm genuinely obsessed. June's Journey is a hidden object mystery game with beautifully crafted scenes, all inspired by the 1920s era. The story is rich and layered, with a murder mystery plot that requires you to find hidden objects within ornate, detailed scenes in order to crack the case and earn prizes, of course. It's a mobile game, so you can play on the go or on your sofa. I found myself playing this game a lot recently, especially in the evening, since I've found that the gameplay and the visuals are just really relaxing, and it helps me to wind down at the end of the day. June's Journey is free to download, so I recommend trying it for yourself and see if you can solve the mystery. Click on the link in the description below to download June's Journey for free today.
Why do I dress like this? Is it just because I like attention? I mean, who doesn't like attention? Me! I dress this way because it makes me happy, because it brings light to my soul to be able to look down and see frilly petticoats and pastel colours and flowers and sparkle and happiness. And I like passing a mirror and seeing that my hair is still perfectly placed in its vintage waves, just as it was this morning. It's just a huge confidence booster, and lately, well, I've been needing a little more confidence than normal. And my regular dresses just don't quite seem to be doing the trick as well. It's less than 8 weeks until we become parents, and our house is, well, the builders have gone, but we don't have curtains, and I'm pretty sure we can't put a mini eye mask on the baby. And that's just one of the things we need, but, you know, there are lots of things we need for the baby, and oh my god, there are so many things we need for a baby. But we've been in lockdown in the UK for the entire year so far, and we've not been able to sort things like going to baby shops and trying all the baby-proofing things we need. Because yes, we can buy things from the internet, sure, but in case you're new here to the channel, hi, I'm Jessica, and I have peripheral neuropathy. I can't feel my fingers, and I am the adult that baby-proofing laughs at, or, you know, some such hosh. So I need to actually put my hands on and test baby-proofing things to make sure they stop the baby getting into danger, but also allow me to get into danger. I'm an adult, allow me my danger. Can you tell I'm stressed? Because I'm a bit stressed. And thus, I'm bringing myself back to joy via an entire week of dressing up even more than I normally do. Let's be a princess. Why the hell not? Also, do you become a queen rather than a princess once you're a mum? I mean, that's obviously not how monarchy works, but I think that might be how fashion monarchy works. I only have 2 months left to dress like a princess and let it calm my spirit. So let's go. Can clothes calm your spirit whilst also bringing an excess of joy? Let's find out.
Good morning and welcome to Monday. So far today I've been dismembering houseplants because we have quite a few of them and they've started to get a little wild. Today's outfit is, as you can see, the fluffiest and pinkest of all my princess dresses. I thought it was appropriate to start the week this way. Pretty much had to be. Haven't accessorised yet. Pretty much still wearing pins in my hair though, so I guess that's an accessory in itself, isn't it? Gee, it's not massively practical. Is that going to stop me in my day? No, it's also far too big for me. I took the measurements for this dress and had it custom made in one of those weeks when maybe my period was incoming and I was slightly larger. Can neither confirm nor deny. All I can say is that sometimes if I move, the ladies emerge. Don't move too much. Oh, and also, by the time you watch this video, shops in England will only have been open for a week, and the baby will be due in 7 weeks. And we need to have absolutely everything in our house completely sorted, because as if we're going to be doing any sort of decorating, organising, sorting, gardening, I don't know, house stuff once the baby's there. Clearly, we're not going to be. So everything needs to be done before the baby arrives. Okay, I'm in.
This is the thing about ball gowns, they're not designed to eat in. Like wedding dresses, like, are you not meant to eat in them?
I don't think so, no. Alright, we have discovered a clear issue. Every time I walk through a door, my skirt gets caught in it. By the way, please appreciate our parquet flooring. It took a long time to choose this floor, and it's rather nice. Also, sneak peek at Buggy! I would have to say, to end the day, that this dress is pink princess perfection. I felt excellent in my day of gardening, doing work. I did a lot of work today. Sometimes when I research videos, I get sad because some of the topics that I talk about are sad. I obviously talk about a lot of disability-related stuff, and being disabled myself, sometimes it does really get to me. And I think the pink princess dress helped. It made me feel a little bit better. Downsides, though, I am incredibly static. Every time I kissed Claudia today, we got electric shocks. But other than that, great, 10 out of 10, would highly recommend. Looking forward to my week of just going really, really out there. About to go into the chiropractor's. Completely forgot that I would be wearing so many sequins and such an incredibly long skirt. Claudia is so excited to be seen with me.
Even I'm wearing the wrong attire, I shouldn't be wearing jeans.
I think a sequin ball gown is the correct attire for every occasion, actually, I'll have you know. I think it's actually quite elegant. I think it adds something to the flavour. And look, convenient for acupuncture.
The top is really convenient. What can I say for this?
Can't deny. Big in my skirt.
Mind the pool.
Alright, we are now off to the hospital on this very bumpy road. My trusty driver, who's very, very attractive.
Don't distract me then. Gotta concentrate.
Claudia said she couldn't even tell that I was dressed in a ball gown. She just thought this was my normal clothing. So I clearly have not amped this up enough, and I need to go more. Oh, are you going somewhere fancy? Are you in a play?
No, she just going to Max Facts. If you don't know what that is, that's the Max Filler facial. We just literally got a hospital appointment to look at her wonky jaw.
Yeah, that's where we're going. My goodness, what an incredibly worth it trip. How long were we in there, Claudia?
Like 10 minutes.
That's generous.
No, I mean from in and out of your car.
There was no wait.
Oh, that's
which is
a good
good,
thing,
which is
though.
good.
Yeah.
Shouldn't complain.
She was basically like, yeah, I'm not
Okay.
your usual doctor. And we're like, yeah, we know. She's like, I'm like, normally you see people in Brighton. We're like, yeah, we know. And she's like, going forward's probably like, I'll just refer you back to the doctor that you saw. And we're like, okay. And then she was like, so is your symptoms better enough that you can live with it? And Jessica's like, no, otherwise we wouldn't have come.
Why do you think we're here?
It's so weird when they say that. I was a bit surprised when she was like, so do you think you're like at the state where you can live with it now? No.
I've tasted sweet life without pain, so I'll live on with the pain. Just with the memory. Let's go home.
We drove back now.
My ball gown and I will now be going outside to pick up some dog poo. Fabulous. These three are absolutely no help. This one is exempt. Fine, pregnant women can't pick up poo. I get that. But the perpetrators. Hey, good morning. What are we thinking? Too much? Is it too much? Yeah, maybe we change that. And there we go. Slightly less. Welcome, by the way, to the guest room that will become my filming studio eventually once I have hooked up lights to the walls and got my camera upstairs and... But that's why I was still filming in the kitchen, basically because I need to set up a rig up here, but you know, COVID. I was really hoping this pandemic would be over by the time the baby comes and would not have to be drilling into the walls whilst a small child is trying to sleep. But a small child, not even a small child, an infant.
And for today's outfit, we have... Sorry, Tilly.
Cut to slow-mo.
Thing about this dress. It's actually quite nice to like wear, but the weird thing is definitely that I'm wearing a sticky bra. Quite gross.
Alright, ready for a walk.
Okay,
ready?
Now the great thing about this dress so it has basically an inbuilt scarf.
I'm with you, Tilly. It looks weird, huh? She's looking at you, she's like, really?
What?
Really, mama?
Here we go, see? Go.
What about like mud?
Ugh. Yeah, that's a great question. Very practically minded. That's why I married you. Many reasons.
To be fair, it's okay because I think Jessica smells. I think it's because in the garden she traipsed her long dress in some like cat pee or fox pee or dog pee.
I'm pretty sure a fox peed on the terrace, okay? I managed to accidentally drape my dress in fox pee, okay? So now we're gonna go for a walk and get it muddy because it doesn't matter because it's got fox pee on it.
Yeah.
We're gonna go for a walk.
And then just for comparison, this is what I'm wearing. I
Hi,
mean, don't look
darling.
at my face, Christ.
No, your face is beautiful.
I'm wearing
what are you talking about? You're gorgeous.
jumper and a jacket and trousers. I mean, obviously it's not.
And your slippers.
I'm not going to keep the slippers on.
It's not very constrictive, actually, at all.
I mean, it's not most people's go-to for a country walk.
So, after yesterday's house sorting, I am both feeling and looking awful. So, this morning, we actually have to go to the dump. The perfect place to wear a ball gown, obviously. So, I'm thinking perhaps we don't take the long ones, and instead we go for something a little shorter. We can still include this, right? This still counts?
Yeah.
Yep, still a ball gown.
Okay, so we've got the skirt, the petticoats. This is actually a dress. Fine, we're working it. Hello. I mean, I've done nothing up here. Oh, you know what I do have? A coordinating face mask. I mean, honestly, what more could you ask for?
See, face masks are great because all you have to do is your eyes.
Yeah.
And your eyebrows. I mean, maybe I'll just I slept in this hair, so.
I mean, it looks quite good, like kind of like LA-ish.
It's fine. This is like a going to the dump outfit.
I mean, you wear these kind of things to the dump anyway. I don't see what the
Is it not ball gown enough?
No,
Is
it's
that
fine.
the
It's
issue?
practical. We need to wear practical.
It's a practical dress.
Yes.
Okay. Great. I changed my mind. So it actually looked a bit cuter if I went with hair down. I think I have a migraine coming on. I'm carrying boxes. Ignore my eyes. It's fine.
This mountain of tulle in the car is my practical outfit. No, we're actually in the queue for the dump.
Yeah, we had to wait and go to home base and then come back. Even though we're here at we got here at 9 a.m.
Yes,
and
we
it opened
did.
at 8:30 and it was already full. We were like, what the
There was already chock-a-block and they were turning people away. The dramas.
So we were like, we'll go to the shops, get some
fine.
door handles, and ended up buying a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, we've got seed trays.
I bought a
Vital.
automatic air vent for my greenhouse.
Shed. If you follow us on Instagram, at one of our various Instagrams, you'll know we're really into this potting shed. We've got some kitchen towel,
Some door handles for our new wardrobe.
Oh, a new wardrobe
Exciting.
coming! Oh my god, I can't wait for our house to actually be finished. And you know, we've actually got a time
Oh my
limit
god.
on that, so.
That's a good angle there.
I got too tired of sorting the house. I'm cold, so I'm just sitting with my coat on.
It's like you were in inverted colour Snow White.
Yes, that is precisely what I'm doing. I thought you were going to say that I was matching my post-it notes.
No.
Top tip, guys, if you have memory loss, write down what you need to do on post-it notes and then move those around the different days of your diary.
Good tips, darling.
Welcome to the floor. This is where we are now. This is how we're doing. This is how we're feeling. On the plus side, I've put lipstick on. Things are clearly going up in the world. My period started, probably why I am feeling so exhausted. For those keeping track of my migraines, I have been taking a new pill called Dipyramate, which I take 100 milligrams of a day, split into 2 parts, 250 milligrams. And it has, I would say, definitely been improving because I've gone from like 22 days of migraines in a month to probably between 5 to 10. Still with some days where I'm like, I have a migraine, but there's no pain. It's just the symptoms of a migraine, which is a strange experience to have. But obviously around my period time, still this. But at least today I look very fancy while I lie on the floor. Like 2 peas in a pot. Yeah. Mother like daughter.
Hello, Tilly. Oh, hello. Hi. I'm making Claudia film me in the outfit because I feel rubbish. I'm now going to go get changed into my pajamas. Definitely boosted my mood, I think.
And you got some compliments at the skip.
I got complimented at the skip. It is true.
They were like, wow, you dressed up for this occasion? I was like, she did.
Yeah, no regrets. Now, Matilda, we live with no regrets. Good morning. It is day 2 of me not feeling wonderful. As you can probably tell by my face. God. But look, I've put lipstick on. It's a good start. I've even put false eyelashes on. It's been, I'm not entirely sure, 40 minutes? Doing my hair. And it's not even good. I say that, I don't even know what the back of it looks like. Hang on. That's the back of my head. I should be downstairs for breakfast. I said I'd help her put together a cabinet. She really wants to clean out the entire garage. She'll probably have done it by herself, knowing her. Why is she like this? Hello. Do I look suitably dramatic?
Yeah,
I felt like I needed something dramatic today.
it's very nice.
Lounging. This may or may not be a bridesmaid dress. I've never worn it as such because I've never been a bridesmaid. No one's ever asked me. Now I'm going to be a mum, so I guess I'll never be a bridesmaid.
Oh, that's not true.
Surely you can.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I've got any friends left who aren't married.
You don't need to be a bridesmaid to wear it, that's the whole point.
Well, obviously, here I am. This is my lounging around the house. I have my period and I feel bad dress.
My arm's getting tired.
Okay.
Holding this incredibly heavy iPhone.
Claudia did indeed go through the
Garage, yep. Wait, oh look, this is Coco. And I got him at birth, not at 3 years old, so he's probably had 33.5 years of dust.
Polly is famous. She was in a Madonna video.
I mean, this is really scary.
Fun fact. You can look her up.
Look at her neck. What happened to her head?
Oh, yeah. So Polly was handmade by my grandmother and then was in the Madonna video, Dear Jessie. And my mother isn't great at sewing. Sorry if you're watching this, mother, but it's true. And when Polly's head came off a bit, my mum sewed her back on, and this is Peter, who was also made by my grandmother for my brother when he was born.
It's quite cute.
To match Polly, but
They don't really match.
they don't match.
This is the issue when you wear a burqa around the house.
Claudia has given me a jumper so that I can be slightly warmer. We actually have heating on. Okay, we're going to put together a console table. My God, look at me, it's just so shapeless. How do you wear this and look good?
Little bump update.
I'd just like to say,
I'm dancing for you. Well, you know, You have to dance to this lately when she's wearing such a lovely ball gown.
Thank you, my love.
Oh no!
What happened?
This one's broken.
What are we going to do about it? I really wanted to just put this together.
I guess we'll be returning this piece of furniture and not putting it together, so there's that.
Here's a funny thing. I think what this week of dressing even more extravagantly than I normally do has reminded me that God, after 1 year of living in a building site in the middle of a pandemic and being afraid all the time, I really do need reminding of it. Is that I dress in a way that makes little kids smile because it's me. So we're all main characters in the story of our lives, right? I vaguely remember reading in an essay somewhere that if we're to live in our lives like protagonists, if we want to take control of our own narratives, that we need to behave as directors and make executive decisions. That everything we do, everything we say, every piece of clothing we wear, every decoration in our house must say something about who we are as people, must define in even a small way some part of our character. Granted, that does sound like a lot of pressure, and I don't love the idea of having to meticulously pick every single word and pot plant in an effort to be on brand or saying something about my core messaging at every turn. And I do believe that clothes are a wonderful chance to reflect our personalities. And hey, a key part of my personality is a desire to make people chuckle, even if they're laughing at me in a "what the hell are you doing walking down the street with a 2-feet trained sequence" kind of way. So, going forwards, I shall be streamlining my wardrobe, and I will only be keeping clothes that loudly announce Jessica as they come into a room, and I encourage you to do the same, because it feels great. Your clothes don't have to shout your own name, obviously, that's a me thing. The point is merely the joy of knowing that you are presenting as your true, authentic self, and if that's a sparkly princess, then honey, clearly I am all for it. If black is your thing, however, then that's intriguing. If you're all day, every day, 1800s librarian chic, then I am here for it. If you are an uncoordinated tracksuit with sandals, then I am delighted that you are living your true self. Should probably add though, the worst part of this week was just how gosh darn cold I was, because princess dresses don't really cover your shoulders, and that definitely didn't help my migraine, so wrap up kids. Let me know in the comments which outfit you own that is most you. Thank you for watching, and thank you to June's Journey for sponsoring today's video. Click the link below to download the game now for free. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Today's Kellgren-Fozard Members Club question is from Bryony. What is your favourite flower? Oh, difficult one there, Bryony, but I'm going to go with peonies. Although I've recently discovered that daffodils come in all sorts of types, and also they have competitions about this, and I've decided to kind of get into daffodils. It's a new thing for me.